I think that trauma is necessary for success, and here's why. My life was really comfortable. I was earning great money. I had a cheap mortgage, I had no debt, I had a nice car, a nice motorbike, a thriving business, but I wasn't fulfilled until trauma hit. I was never really into running and never really that good at it until something traumatic happened, and now I pretty much do it every day. 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with skin cancer, and to remove it, they had to take a sizable chunk out of my ankle. As a self-employed tattooist, it meant I couldn't work, as well as not being able to walk. And that made me feel shit, so I've made it my mission to run. So in today's video, I'm going to try and beat my personal record run, which was 10 miles. Fucking wind's not helping. Come on, keep up. You're well younger than I am. Come on. I always get like butterflies in my stomach when I'm going to try and beat a personal best. I get it in the gym as well, but I guess I just need to go. Start a podcast called I'll Do My Makeup in the Car for busy mums. She always does her makeup in the car because we're always in a rush. Why now?
I was always in a rush sorting you boys out first before myself.
It takes me 3 minutes to get ready for any event.
That's not
I feel at home in a forest. Makes me feel like a kid again. I definitely want to own a forest at some point just so I can like mess about. Build a cabin, have campfires, hammocks. Probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm knocking miles off my knees, but I can't help it. I might only get like 4 miles today. Fuck it. I mean, look at this. I feel so blessed to be able to spend my time in places like this, that I was able to move up here. So I got this tattoo on the back of my neck a few years ago to represent how I intended to use my creative gifts to get me to go and live out in nature, and I've nailed it. I always get like butterflies in my stomach when I'm going to try and beat a personal best. I get it in the gym as well, but I guess I just need to go. See you in a bit. Whoa. This is 1.5 miles. That's pretty important because before the surgery, that was the furthest that I ever ran because I wasn't really interested in it. I didn't enjoy it. Probably because of where I lived, I was just running on the streets. I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't want to be here more and enjoying it, using your legs? Yeah, come here. I've lapped the forest. 4 miles is actually pretty important. It was like late one night, it was raining. I laced up my shoes, the tongue was rubbing against this open nerve that was on my leg, on my scar. I walked to the end of the street, limping. I'd put like a stone of weight on because I'd not been moving at all. And I looked back at the house and I said to myself, like, you've got every excuse here, mate, to just knock it on the head and just give up. And then I thought, absolutely not. This is a pivotal moment in my life and there's no way I'm giving up and going back in the house no matter what. And I remember looking back at the house, looking at the road ahead, and I thought, man, I'm just gonna go for it. And not at speed or anything, I just started running, I just started moving. And that's the night that I ran 4 miles. And do you know what's really interesting? Like, it's as if God put this guy on the streets at the same time. Like a fucking gazelle, this guy. He just kept lapping me, and it pissed me off even more. I was already pissed off, and I was angry at this guy, and I thought, mate, watch me just keep running. And at the point where I couldn't run anymore, yeah, 4 miles. So that's what I'm at now. And do you know what? I feel great. I feel like I could just keep going forever. Beach running on the streets. The fucking wind's not helping, and this coat's like wearing a kite. Where am I at? This is around 6 miles. This is where, when I did my last long run, 6 miles was where it started hurting, and I can feel it again. I don't want to stop the momentum, I'm going to keep going. Catch up, lad. I remember the day I went to the hospital just to speak about getting the lump removed. Said, let me just get this right. I've got a lump on my leg, you're going to be cutting it out, and that's the end of it. And she looked at me and said, no, you've got skin cancer. And the next few months are going to be really, really difficult. Going in there with like such high hopes, and I just remember that sinking feeling where it just like came down around me. It was awful. And then being in there with all those sick people as well, it was just recovering from it all. 3 months of uncertainty of whether the thing had spread. Life's better on the other side of it, so I try not to focus on the trauma. More so the gratitude of just being on the other side of it and not having to go back there again, because some people are still there. Yo, I've done it. This is the 10-mile mark, and I'll tell you something. Like the last time I did this, it was like proper painful. After mile 6 to 10, felt like I needed to take a piss. And to be honest, I needed a piss for 2 weeks later. I think I did some damage. I'm tired and I'm aching, but I feel like I can definitely beat this record now. I'm just going to keep going. I'm done now, that'll do, I've beat my PB. I guess a closing statement. I'll tell you what, we'll do it here where we started the video. I like it here. Honestly, I never thought I was capable of doing that. If I'd not have had that traumatic experience, I would never have had the opportunity to make such immense progress. I think Joe Rogan and Chris Williamson spoke about it once, called it the Regent Beta paradox, about being comfortably numb. That's exactly what I was. So all in all, I'm grateful that that happened to me. I'm grateful that it happened for me, sorry, not to me, because I'm much better on the other side. I'm glad. And not to mention the positive effects that then had on other areas of my life, like work. But that's for another video, yeah? Thanks for watching. Nah, I ain't running anymore. I'm running up.